benki ya wananchi, for the people, by the people. Yeah, we are together. We also think this needs to be the way our DNA was defined. Remember, when we came 111 years ago, there was no central bank. Actually, we became the first central bank in this nation. We brought innovation, the first debit card, the first ATM, the first, corporate internet bank account, the first woman account. If we create a museum somewhere, it can become busy. And now we're going to put the Shilingi fund. I know 3 months ago or 4 months ago, we launched the International Mutual Fund. So this is what Standard Chartered provides to Ugandans. We are called the Pioneer Bank, but for your benefit. So for us, it's also about a very important strategy we are driving, which is called lifting participation. And as a bank, we want to impact 1 billion African citizens. 1 billion African citizens. And I believe most Ugandans, are part of that equation. So it's really about us becoming a force for good, a bigger force for good, and being more relevant. A few years ago, we did a socio-economic impact study on the bank. I think it was in 2019. And we actually realized that with all that Standard Chartered Bank does, we actually, about 40% plus of all the international payments happen through Standard Chartered Bank. We collect about 30% of the total taxes in this country. So we really facilitate transactions. And the products we give, the loans we give, the impact we have done, we actually support about 3 to 3.5% of the total GDP of Uganda. We're soon going to do our next report. I know Uganda has grown, so it'll be a good opportunity to see what's our relevance. But that is our appetite. There's not many organizations that speak about our impact to the GDP of the nation. We are amongst the few. We also work with the government on many transactions, and we have an appetite. We understand the risk in Uganda. And we are those that bring in investors. But more importantly today, we are bringing you a product that is going to be a growth opportunity for Ugandans. Remember, when we pay good interest, and I know that for this time, as we start, we're going to pay an interest of 12%. It is the best return a Ugandan can get for a brand of Standard Chartered, CMA, Central Bank, Sanlam, all this. How do you get that powerful brand at this return is amazing. So you don't have to worry. Whatever extra cash you have today, I'll put an ATM there, put it in. Your Shilingi account should start before you go. Is that right, Moses? Yeah? That is what we should achieve. So, ladies and gentlemen, like Mitch, I want to end my pitch, and I want you all to be rich. So, I leave this stage, and once again, thank you all for being here, and may God bless you with a lot of prosperity. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to the CEO, Mr. Sanjay. Oh my gosh. All right. Low. Now he has taken all my jokes. I have to be serious for the rest of the evening. One of the things that the CEO mentioned, and it was the fact that what's your relationship with money and what do you know about it? And the sad thing about our education system is that financial literacy does not fall in one of the aspects that is actually taught in the school system. And I'm actually very proud to have a very interesting story which can be corroborated by two people who are sitting here. One of the people is on the board of Standard Chartered Bank. Another person is seated right there. His name is Kenneth Amagu. Amagu, just stand up for a second. Just give that gentleman a big round of applause there. Kenneth, you can see it. Kenneth was my classmate in Namliango College, just like one of your board directors, Mr. Matt Mulumba. Matt, you can say hi. Just give him a big round of applause here. Now, you are clapping, but you don't know why you're clapping. After I tell you the story, you're going to take back the claps. Sadly, even though our school was the first secondary school set up in Uganda. It was set up in 1902. Financial literacy was not something that was taught. Together with Kenneth Amagu and my classmates, some of us turned 45, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, I'm 18. I'm sure you're happier to hear that. Huh? The truth is that most of us are on our fourth floor. But what Standard Chartered is doing today is ensuring that there's financial inclusion for almost anybody at any time. Us guys at 45, there were some guys who were extremely well to do. Majority were still wondering what's going to happen when it comes to my what? Retirement. Now, Matt and the bigger group at Namliango, we have the biggest SACCO in the country, worth billions. But our class realized that we had challenges. We set up our own investment club that is also about to hit $1 billion plus in the next couple of months. But the truth is, as individuals, if we had not come together, nobody was going to actually help us understand about money. What Standard Chartered is doing today is groundbreaking. And you've heard that they are innovators. And it's my great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to invite somebody here to corroborate my story and to tell you that the truth is the truth. Please welcome Keith Kalejira, the CEO of the Capital Markets Authority. Round of applause. DJ Low. You don't make your what? Your supervisor dance. Huh?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm told the minister is on his way, so I'm kind of slowing down and waiting for him to come before I start my remarks. It's a little bit awkward, but let me just proceed and I'll find a way of backtracking when he comes. The Executive Director of Supervision, Central Bank, not sure whether he's here. All the esteemed clients of the Standard Chartered Bank, members of the board of Standard Chartered Bank, members of my board, Mr. Matthias in the front, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. It's my pleasure today to be part of this launch as Standard Chartered unveils this money market fund in the Ugandan market. I'm reliably informed that this fund is underpinned by an approved income fund of the Sanlam, which we approved. So I'm happy that Standard Chartered has willingly been one of the first banks to agree to market this money market fund. Honorable Minister, you're welcome. I just had to take a pause to wait for you to sit down. So for the benefit of the guests here today, let me just give a brief overview of what these funds are all about. There are typically about 4 types of funds: money market funds, umbrella funds, balance funds, and equity funds. Money market funds are typically those that invest in short-term interest-bearing instruments, typically up to 36 months, treasury bills, and short-ended bonds. The umbrella funds are those that invest in dividend-yielding instruments as well as long-term bonds. The balance funds are typically invested in long-term, medium to long-term bonds. And the equity funds, as the name suggests, are invested predominantly in equities. Right now, the bulk of the funds that we've approved in Uganda are the umbrella funds and the money market funds that constitute about 90% of the total of about 1.75 trillion under management so far. So far what we're seeing is a collaboration, as Mr. Sanjay mentioned, between an approved fund manager and a bank. And we hope that this will be the start of many such collaborations where banks are actively acting as distribution agents for the schemes that we're trying to promote. in Uganda. Right now, there are only about 60,000 Ugandans who have invested or who have opened up accounts with unit trusts, and we think this number is very low. We want to see this number grow to about 500,000, 600,000 over the next 5 to 7 years. I recall 15 years ago when there were only about 1.5 million bank accounts, and we're seeing that number as a huge number. But right now, I think the number is exceeding 5 million bank accounts. So we want to see the number of unit trust accounts similarly grow to the point where the bank accounts were about 15 years ago. We also believe that one of the important principles about investing is diversification and calculated risk taking. And this is one of those things that is not taught in school, and that's why financial literacy is very important. Financial literacy is part of our mandate. Part of our statutory mandate is to educate the public about how to invest, where to invest, essentially giving the public the confidence that whatever they're investing in should be approved, should be through a licensed service provider. And that's really our key role of making sure that we provide and sustain the confidence in investing in financial assets. Investing in financial assets on their own is difficult enough. Investing in something you don't see, you don't touch, as opposed to investing in timber, livestock, land, which most of us seem to understand. So it's overcoming phobias. It's getting used to the whole idea of trusting your money with service providers. Not sure what they do, but at the end of the day, the roles of regulators is to give confidence to the public that where they're putting the money is safe. So for those of you who are interested in participating in the money market funds options being rolled out by Standard Chartered today, the best practice will be for you to make sure that you get advice through the bank and any other investment advisors before you actually take the plunge of investing. As the Capital Markets Authority, our role is to protect investors' interests and ensure the integrity and stability of the capital markets of Uganda. One of our key statutory mandates is eliminating systemic risk, licensing service providers, and making sure that they do what they're supposed to do professionally. So this includes setting and enforcing regulations related to registration, operation, reporting of all the funds and the different products that are provided by the different service providers. Right now, there are about 18 schemes that are currently approved by the Capital Markets Authority, and Sanlam's is just one of them. And we look forward to that time when there'll be more and more service providers joining the market. I'll tell you that in Morocco, the unit trusts are currently constituting about 40% of the money supply. I know our financial system is still fairly small, with only our money supply being about 35% of GDP. But still, nonetheless, we want to see a lot more participation of those savings going into unit trusts and schemes of this nature. So schemes like the one Standard Chartered is launching are highly regulated, and CMA also has the power to take disciplinary action for any violations of regulations or for engaging in any fraudulent or unethical practices. And at this point, I want to urge Ugandans not to invest in anything that's not licensed or approved, or they have to make sure that they invest through a licensed or approved service provider. Many times, service providers come and claim to offer you all sorts of returns. And the first thing you do is pull out your calculator. When you're told of a 20% return per month or 10% per month, the first thing you do is pull out your calculator and start thinking about all the things you're going to do with the money once it comes. You start thinking about return of investment as opposed to return. You start thinking about return on investment as opposed to return of your investment. And unfortunately, many times, the unsuspecting public remembers that we exist when they have lost their money, and they start expecting us to help them to recover. So I want to remind the public that there is the police, there is the office of the DPP. When you're signing these contracts with all these scammers, we're not there. So don't remember us only when you've run into trouble. Be wise and only invest through licensed service providers. So our role should give comfort and a guarantee to all investors. Therefore, take advantage of this alternative investment option through Standard Chartered Bank. Investors now have an option to start investing from as low as 20,000 shillings, which is great, very commendable, and I applaud Standard Chartered for bringing this option into the market. If you do a quick average, the 1.75 trillion that is currently under management by the 60,000 investors, that gives you an average of about 30 million per investor. That is still very high. We look forward to the day when the average of the assets divided through by investors comes to about 5 million. And again, I cite the example of Ghana, where they have about 750,000 investors, $2 billion equivalent. That's about $2,000 per investor. And that is really an indication that the Ghanaians have got it right as far as marketing to the retail investors is concerned. So as I conclude, I want to appeal to Ugandans by saying there's no shortcut to wealth creation. Wealth creation involves research, investing, monitoring, reinvesting those incomes, among others. It's a journey. It's not a short-term sprint. It's a marathon. And here I'm looking at one of our esteemed marathoners in front of me, and you know the pain that you go through when you're going through those marathons. But the returns are well worth the time, the patience, and the hard work, and the discipline, above all, of saving. No amount of income is too low to save. Many times we think if you earn only a million shillings, it's not enough to save. But imagine if you don't have that a million shillings. And it reminds me of a discussion I've been having with the NSSF about really trying to encourage their savers to opt for monthly withdrawals as opposed to lump sums. If you divide the total assets of NSSF by the number of savers, it comes about 18 million. And if you divide that through by 180 months, it means that if you're elected to take a monthly retirement package rather than a lump sum, you'll get about 100,000 shillings per month. Now, for those of you who are in this room, 100,000 might feel like very little money. But if you have only 18 million shillings saved over time, it means that 100,000 shillings is not little money. The government currently gives out these grants, and I think they're about 25,000, but they make a huge difference. If you're sure of getting 100,000 shillings every month in retirement, it takes away a lot of financial stress, a lot of pressure from those who have, or who might appear to us to have low savings. So I want to urge all of us, and even the government, to reconsider the issue of making it a requirement, a statutory requirement, that rather than take out lump sums, we take a monthly pension payment. That will also help the benefit of keeping savings in the economy longer, and the government can be able to issue 30-year bonds or even 50-year bonds. Now, that's the other benefit to the government, but ultimately the primary goal should be to reduce or eliminate old age poverty. So it doesn't matter how much money you're making now. What matters the most are the decisions and actions you're making or taking today on that money, which will lead to your financial freedom or take you out of bondage. We all know that Standard Chartered, as an international bank over the past 111 years, existence in Uganda provides us with the necessary comfort. I know they've got one of the strongest and highest levels of compliance and respect for ethics and integrity in doing business, and want to believe that this will be one of the main confidence builders and assurers as this product is being launched to the public. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Keith Kalijira, the CEO of Capital Markets Authority. Let's give him a round of applause. Our guest of honor, the Minister of Information and Communications Technology and National Guidance. We'd like to thank you for being part of this event. Right now, we'd like to draw your attention to the screens as we play two special videos for two of our partners, Sanlam and Bamboo. Videos, please.
Hello, my name's Jonathan Stitchbury, and I'm the Chief Executive of Sanlam Investments East Africa. And it's a pleasure for me to be with you today at the launch of the Shilingi Fund in Kampala. Sanlam Investments as a company has been in existence for 25 years now. And over the last 25 years, it's grown to become, by assets, the largest asset manager in the East African region. And currently we manage over $3.5 billion worth of clients' assets. We started as a company focusing really on the institutional market, primarily on pension funds. But over the years, we've diversified not just by product, but also by geography. And we offer services to clients across the world, investing in Africa, and also to retail clients here in Uganda and also in Kenya. The business has continued to grow because I think we've got a very strong team of investment professionals, and we expect that growth to continue into the future. In Uganda, we established our business in 2004, and it's grown from strength to strength over the years as well. And currently our assets under management in Uganda are about 1.8 trillion Ugandan shillings, making us the largest fund manager in that country. As a business, we like to have a very close connection with our clients. And it's really because of client feedback that we realized there was an opportunity to launch a retail business in Uganda. And we did this in 2020 with the launch of the Sanlam Income Fund. This has grown substantially over the last couple of years. And I think the demand has been driven by the fact that we offer almost instant liquidity and, of course, the consistent returns for which Sanlam investments are well known. Sanlam strongly believes in financial inclusion and empowering people to live with confidence. Sanlam Investments has worked hard over the years to build a reputation of trust. And it was therefore important for us to identify a partner who shares our values and also our reputation for integrity. We're delighted to have been chosen by Standard Chartered as a partner. Standard Chartered's reputation, I think, speaks for itself. It's well known for doing things the right way and for having a very sophisticated client base. And so we're very grateful for this opportunity to work with the firm and with their clients. One of the aims of the partnership is to increase our ability to reach clients that we otherwise may not have been able to. And working with Standard Chartered allows this. It allows us to be more inclusive in our approach and also to ensure that our clients live with confidence. In addition, Standard Chartered have a very robust and capable digital platform which allows easy access to invest into the Shilingi fund. Sanlam and Standard Chartered both believe strongly in trying to help their clients save for the future and create wealth for their families. The Shilingi fund has a number of features which we believe helps in these aims. Firstly, capital preservation. Second, the daily accrual of interest on your investments. And thirdly, access to your funds whenever you need them. I'd like to congratulate Standard Chartered on this launch today. It's been an exciting journey, and we really look forward to developing this relationship in the months and years ahead. In the meantime, I would also like to encourage you all to take a very close look and hopefully enjoy the benefits of investing in the Shilingi Fund.
Hi, everybody. This is Ned Phillips, the founder and CEO of Bamboo. I just wanted to send a note to everyone at Standard Chartered, and particularly Standard Chartered in Uganda, to say congratulations on the launch of your new SCB Uganda Shilingi Fund. We're proud to have played a part of this product for Standard Chartered. We previously worked with Standard Chartered on building the Kenya Shilingi Fund, and we've seen great customer feedback, and it's been a real pleasure to work with Standard Chartered. As a fintech that has been working to make wealth digital on a global scale, it gives us great pride to be able to say that we are doing that today in Africa, in Uganda, with Standard Chartered. Bamboo is a small but growing global digital wealth company, and we're incredibly grateful and very thankful to Standard Chartered for having us as their partner. We wish everyone at Standard Chartered great success with the launch, and we look forward to doing more work with Standard Chartered. Thank you so much, and congratulations to the whole team in Standard Chartered and Standard Chartered Uganda.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now, I think we've got the perfect solution for you for an evening like this. We have an innovative product. We've got great company, fantastic food from the Sheraton, but the only thing missing, I think, probably is the music. So it's my great pleasure to introduce a group of talented individuals who've been playing together for close to a decade, ladies and gentlemen. But how do you introduce them? Well, you start off first with what we call the Ivories. Ladies and gentlemen, on the keys, please welcome Roger. Keep playing, Raj. Keep playing. Don't stop. Don't stop. Oh, yeah. And you know, when you have a band, the keys are just part of the story. You need to have something else, what we call the percussions or what we call the drums. So please welcome on the drums, we got the man called Josh. But no, 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 no. Those are only two instruments. Why don't you throw in the guitar? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to welcome on the bass guitar my main man. It's called Pascal. But wait, 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 wait. Where's the trumpet? If you're looking for a trumpet, you're gonna find Mr. Loverman, aka Dragoo. And on the vocals, we got the two lovely individuals. We got Jacinta, we got Kato, but we got the main man on the electric guitar. Please welcome Michael Uma and the band.
If I tell you, if I tell you, if I tell you, oh, yeah, if I tell you now, will you keep on loving me? If I tell you how I feel, will you keep bringing out the best in me? 'Cause you're giving me the sweetest of ooh. You're giving me the sweetest of ooh. There's a quiet storm, and it never felt like this before. There's a quiet storm that is you. There's a quiet storm, and it never felt this hot before. You're giving me something that's a blue. 'Cause you give me the sweetest of blue, and that's why I am in love with you. 'Cause you're giving me the sweetest of blue. And I think you were meant to do. I'm still not in the rain. And I think you was meant to do. Don't let it slip away. There's a quiet storm, and it never felt like this before. There's a quiet storm that is you. There's a quiet storm, and it never felt this hot before. You give me something that's a blues. You give me the sweetest taboo, and that's why I'm in love with you. 'Cause you give me, you're giving me the sweetest taboo. You got the biggest heart. Sometimes I feel you're just too good for me. Yeah. Well, every day's Christmas, and every night is New Year's Eve.
Sensanyuse nnyo bw'onkubidde leero kasimuko ekirowoozo nkyakirina yekatate nga nenta kinsuuza ntya nnyo ondesenze n'enkuba obulango bangali mu ddungu awatali yadde otuzo otwokunywa jjukira akagambo kaako kampi katono kansiiwanga omumwa gw'empiso ebintu byebyo byakuba nnyo oloko tokendeza talangalira tokyusanga inamungi kujula nakwabika ebitokendeza talangalira tokyusanga baby omanyi gyenvanze wala nnyo bankuza bulungi ate negonjebwa kyesisobola matibako kuba kinnumya omuti kamala naye wansobera walyaki anumya nkate era bwenzira buli lwe nkulaba nsanyukirawo ndowooza katonda eyatundeetera jjukira akagambo kaako kampi katono kansiiwanga omumwa gw'empiso ebintu byebyo byankuba nnyo endeza talangalira tokyusanga inamungi kujula nakwagika ebitokendeza talangalira tokyusanga baby
Wechakalire
de verde.
waliruddawa weewalenga nnyo okunyingira ekiro ensonga z'omumaka zibenga za munju mukka bw'oba ng'onyiize kimuto okuba ndi mwana w'abantu jjukira gye wanzija toyombanga mbantu kumbe ekitiibwa kyo bwenkanyaboka n'amazima byenoonya nze ndaba byebyo kukuuma obufumbo bwaffe kimolooza otya ku maka gaffe tukole tutya okubeera omu tusonyiwagane nga musobi zaffe tusabenga nnyo katonda waffe olugambo obutwa olwo lwewalenga n'emikwano gipime kinatuyamba esete mukisa zijja ne ziddayo nkuba kukube obwo si bufumbo abo kyekyo beno era yeze olw'abafu abaffe tulabana bange obulamu bwange gyeninze bugo olw'abafu abaffe tulabana bange obulamu bwange gyeninze bugo olw'abafu abaffe tulabana bange obulamu bwange gyeninze bugo olw'abafu abaffe tulabana bange obulamu bwange.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Uma and the band. Amazing stuff. They'll be back for an encore performance later on in the night. But the question is, so tell me about this great innovation, Standard Chartered Shilingi Funds. What actually is it? So to give us the whole rundown, it's my great pleasure to welcome Moses Rutahigwa, the head of Consumer, Private and Business Banking, and Lydia Nakamia, the General Manager, Affluent Banking and Wealth Management. Please welcome them.
I hope you can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. My name is Moses Rutahigwa. Wow, Lydia, I think we shall be able to get to hear your beautiful voice later on. But before we go ahead, in a great honor, I'm going to recognize the presence of our guest of honor, Minister for Arts and National Guidance, Dr. Chris. Thank you so much for coming. The CEO of the Capital Markets Authority, Mr. Keith Kariajira, thank you so much for honoring our invitation. Our CEO, thank you so much for being part of leading us in this great institution. Our board members present in your respective capacity, thank you so much, Dr. Dorothy and Mr. Matthias Narianya. We have our partners present with us here from Sanlam, led by Mr. Mubali. Please, if you can just wave to us that they can see you. and the team from
Yeah.
Sanlam all across. Please just wave to us because you're quick a part of this journey. Our team from Bamboo, as you saw them online, and everyone who has come in your great capacities. Good evening once again.
Are we ready to make some money today? I hope so.
Thank you. So allow us take you back on where this bank began. On the 12th of August, 1912, we opened our doors to Uganda. And let me tell you, we have never closed. What you see here is how the bank was in those years and what an evolution of how this organization has been. For the last 100 years, we've been part of Uganda's journey. And in fact, before the central bank was founded on the 15th of August, in 1966, we were largely helping regulate and be able to support the institutions in Uganda as a regulator at one time. But the evolution of banking throughout the time has brought so many things to life. And as we look today, we believe banking in the last possibly 60, 70 years has changed. Lydia will share with us what happened between the year 1980 and maybe into the early 2000s.
Right. So in this time, we saw a change from the conventional banking into the, economic evolution, digital evolution. And with this, given our international footprint, we leveraged the technology that we had in the other markets and brought it to Uganda to offer solutions to our customers. We started with computerizing our customer data. And what this did is that no longer was the customer walking into a single branch, their domicile branch to be served, but now they could be served at more than one branch because we had computerized their data. This was closely followed by our ATM. We launched the first ATM in Uganda with a Visa card for our clients. The struggle here was to get the customer to trust that the ATM is going to pay money through this card when they want it. But all that is history now because now it's a norm.
And I must say, there are a few of us who are here who were hired at that time to be able to educate customers that this machine could actually give money. But that is history. The last 20 years of the internet have been possibly the most transformative in technology. And what has happened in the last 20 years in terms of evolution is more than the previous 100 years because of the power of the internet. What has enabled us as a bank is to move away from traditional means of doing business into a new way of enabling our customers through technology. And we began this over the last 20 years, enabling our customers who are in business, who own businesses, to transact via straight to bank, and individuals to use either online banking or the SC mobile app. In January 2019, we added something more where we could onboard a customer online. At that time, it was very important that we can be able to get a customer online and bring them in and enabled them to do up to 70 services. But still, something was missing. When COVID came in 2020, it accelerated the evolution of people moving into digital platforms. And as I talk, nearly all of us who are here, you currently do use a phone in one way or another to do your business. But something we noticed during COVID, which was actually, we had begun on it, but then was further emphasized, was the need to ensure that you can have money that can help you stand in good and in tough times. In fact, all of us, our savings either were depleted or many of us who are here, at one time we ran into some challenges being able to sustain in those tough times. What we saw as a bank was our customers then preferred to begin investing and began to discuss with bankers beyond just only a loan, but to begin discussing about investment and other options. And we believe savings is key. So as we go to the next part of our journey, I want all of us who are here to please get out your phone and let us share with you what we shall be able to add and bring on. But Lydia, what do we have for our customers before we go into this arrangement?
So we have our approach of today tomorrow, and forever. We are building for the short term, the medium term, and the long term. And this is curated to our customers' needs. You, our customers, have told us 3 key needs that you need to be addressed by your financial partner, who is your trusted advisor. And these are health, education, and retiring with dignity. This is what we are addressing with our today, tomorrow, and forever approach. With this, we will work with you whether you're starting your journey or you're already investing and you're looking to diversify. We do have a wealth of solutions for you, our customers, right from foreign exchange, where you're able to transact in 13 global currencies. This helps you manage your portfolio, but also hedge against inflation. We also offer you opportunity to invest in local and foreign currency bonds, giving you a fixed income, a regular income for your short-term and long-term needs. We also give you the bank assurance solutions, which help you protect your business, but also give you peace of mind. As you make money, we make sure that you actually have sound sleep because we are protecting with our bank assurance solutions. And then we also have the mutual funds. As Sanjay mentioned earlier, we launched our mutual funds, the offshore mutual funds, earlier this year. Small ticket investments starting as low as $100, but helping our customers diversify their portfolios. But something was missing.
And
And
indeed,
this is what we are coming today.
and
to
when I
speak
had a
about.
conversation with my colleague Paul Njoki, who comes from Kenya, please can stand up and they see you. Paul Njoki is our head for wealth management for Kenya and East Africa, together with Ulvi. You can wave to us.
Yeah.
We put our minds together and discovered that whatever we're fixing, we're not addressing the lowest level of the investor. We needed to have everybody from wherever they are to be part of this journey of saving and investing for the future. But we discovered we can't do this through conventional ways. We've got to think of technology, and through our partners, we brought something into the app, which you do have today. So what I'm going to ask everybody who is here, if you are a Standard Chartered Bank customer, please log into your app. You can either log in. If you don't have it, first of all, download it through either Play Store or either Android or iOS. But if you have it, I want you to walk this journey with us together here. Simply log onto your app, either using a password or your thumbprint or using a facial recognition to go into the app. When you are there, in my other life, I would say answer AMEN, but I will not say that for now. But let's go to the menu we have. Under the menu, there's an option called investing. In fact, we put a red, not to mean danger. No, it means attention. So please click on the element that shows red. In the red, you will see an option that indicates new. Among the options, you see the SC Shilingi Fund. If you are there, you can just wave to me. Thank you. Lydia, take us through what follows from there.
Yes. So for our colleagues who are not on the phones right now, but they want to follow the journey, we can follow the screen. And for those who are on the phones, this is the screen that we are all seeing right now, correct? Right. So let's get started. Once we get started, please review the terms and conditions. And once you complete that, you're able to continue on the journey to invest with Shilingi. Continue. Now, we want to find out, what are you saving for? Are you saving for a medium-term goal? Are you saving for a long-term goal? And you will select the option that works for you. Of course, if you're saving for daily basic needs, you'll not be able to proceed because then you are not yet into the savings culture. But we can save for the short-term goals. Let's proceed on the long-term goals. Confirm and continue. Are we together? Good. How much knowledge do you have on this product? Would you invest in a product which you don't know about? Definitely not. So you do have product knowledge. Select that. We continue.
Maybe just a point to know, if you don't have the knowledge, when you click I don't have the knowledge, it will refer you to our team to engage you and be able to reach out to you to give you more information. Then you will come back to the journey, because our regulator is more interested, is particular to try to giving investment to customers who understand what they're doing, because knowledge is fundamental to us. Please go
That's
ahead.
correct. And thank you, Moses. So over here, if your investment value declined, how would you react? Now, we all know that all investments have a risk attached to it. Otherwise, if there was that one business where there's no risk attached to it, I believe we'd all be investing in that one. So here, you select what is your risk appetite, because we want to find out. So we give you a solution that actually meets your need. So select that and continue. As we do this, I must remind you that our investments are highly regulated by all the different regulators that we have in country. This being a local currency investment, we are highly regulated. The CMA is here, as well as, okay. So we'll ask you questions about your status, because if you're from a jurisdiction where you're not allowed to invest offshore, abroad, in this case, Uganda will be abroad or offshore for you, you'll not be able to proceed. So we'll ask about your residence status. We'll also go ahead. We'll also ask about your citizenship. Please do answer correctly. If the answer is a yes, it means you'll not be able to proceed. So we also ask about the European Economic Area as well.
I
We'll
think,
confirm and
just to add something, why you ask these questions, there are particular regulations that do apply to people who originate from either the US or the European Economic Area. So please, when you do that, there will be a separate workflow that you'll go through.
Correct.
But if you're not from there, then there's no problem. You continue the normal journey overall.
Okay. So before you set up your investment, you're able to read the fund fact sheet as well as the fund prospectus to give you more details of where are you putting your money, what are we investing your money in. So please take time to read that, and then we can move ahead to set up the investment. So upon setting up the investment, I'll be asked, how much do I want to invest and from which account? The first option is for you to select the account that where you want the money to be debited from to go to this investment. So I'll select that one and continue. Then we'll have to make the declaration on the source of funds. Like I said, we are highly regulated to ensure that we keep your money safe. So we also want to make sure that the funds that are invested are coming from the correct sources. So when we get to the option of investment, you can invest a one-time, you can invest weekly, or you can invest monthly. This gives you opportunity to do a recurring investment. So if I'm to choose weekly and say every week I'll be investing a certain amount, say 50,000 every Friday, I do not have to come back every Friday to make sure that that transaction is going. We will make the transfer to your investment on your behalf because you would have given us this instruction. So we'll select one time today. We'll select the amount, 100,000, 150,000. Okay, fine. We can go with 300,000. And then we continue. Please note that we provide you the terms and conditions, the know your risk document, key information document, because it's important to know all about your investment. This is a long-term commitment. We are investing for the long run. We are building a legacy. So it's important that you have all the details of this investment. That said, we do have a team of wealth advisors that walk this journey with you. We will continue to work with you, but it's important that you also know the details of the investment that you're making. So we will confirm that and confirm our investment. Confirm transaction.
That's it.
There we are.
Thank you.
Now we start to make some money. There we
Just
go.
as simple as that. If you are already aware about the product, if you have time to read through the prospectus, the journey should take you not more than 2 minutes. If you have the chance to read through the documents, the good thing that these documents do remain available in the platform to be reviewed every now and then. You want to go back and look at them, so that in case you miss something, you can be able to go back and double check it. And what we've also enabled you in the platform is to ensure that if you want to top up, you don't have to do anything much. You simply go back in the same and add an additional 20,000, 100,000, 30 million shillings. You can do it at your convenience. This payment gets reflected on your screen the next working day, because our partners have to be able to, they're required to be able to do it within 2 days. You'll have to reflect on your system, and you will monitor your interest to be paid every month, and will be reflecting on this. It compounds every day and then pays off at the end of the month as well. I think what else we've added in is that anything else you've added in you can mention?
Yes, correct. So as you invest, you're able to see what yield you're investing at.
Yes.
A real-time view of the yield. When I look at mine here, I see 12.06%. This is a good return, right? Yeah.
So the yield will reflect on, you'll be seeing it as regular as possible. And even when interest is earned for the previous month, it will still also reflect. And please note, this is from as low as 20,000. What you have to do is to be a Standard Chartered Bank customer. Please note, even if you're in Arua right now watching us, or you could be in Barara, or you could be in Mbale, by simply going onto the app and opening an account, you can begin this journey wherever you are, because this process is enabled through our app, which is available across on the internet, and we'll be able to engage you and help you begin on the journey with us. I'd like to thank you. I believe now everyone who is here and those who are watching us online and those who will watch this regularly should be able to make some money. All the very best. Join us.
Thank you
Let's
very
make a
much.
difference together. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause to Moses Rutahigwa, the head of Consumer, Private and Business Banking, and Lydia Nakamia, General Manager, Affluent Banking and Wealth Management. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Same process.
So has everybody registered? Put your hands up if you're good. Awesome, awesome. I tried doing mine, but I realized that after you've registered, you have to have money on your account to invest. So I think I need to talk to Matt Nalianya. Matt, do you think you could lend me like 10 million? No, but truthfully, Honorable Minister, this has made investing so much more easier. Let's give a huge round of applause to Standard Chartered Bank. Wow. I can guarantee you that people after a long night or an early morning, they'll just sit there in their living rooms at home. Everybody will sit back and just invest 20,000 shillings to make a difference in your life. Amazing. Just turn to your neighbor and say, please, let's invest tonight. Tell your neighbor.
I have a standing order. I put another one.
I've also just been told that even if you don't have on your account, you can transfer from mobile money into your account, so you are okay. There are no problems whatsoever. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure now to welcome the Honorable Minister to give us words of information. Please give a huge round. Welcome to the podium the Minister of Information and Communications Technology and National Guidance, Honorable Dr. Chris Barriomunsi. Big round of applause.
Engeri gy'okikuba engeri engeri gy'okwata engeri laba engeri gy'onyweza engeri engeri gy'okikola engeri olina engeri engeri omanye.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremonies. Permit me to acknowledge the presence of my good friend Keith Karyejira, the CEO of the Capital Markets Authority, our MD, Mr. Sanjay, members of the board of Standard Chartered Bank, distinguished partners who are here, the officials from Sanlam, and all of you friends, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I think this is a very good evening, and I want to appreciate and thank the organizers, Standard Chartered Bank and Sanlam and all the partners for inviting us this evening to have a very good moment. As introduced, my name is Chris Barriomunsi. I am the minister responsible for ICT and national guidance. And I want to thank the organizers of this function for inviting me to be a chief guest this evening. Our duty as a Minister of ICT and National Guidance is to spearhead the digital transformation agenda in this country. And therefore, when we come here to launch an innovation, a product like this one, it means our work is being done. That's why when I received the invitation from the bank, I confirmed that I would be here because we are happy with what is happening. Let me appreciate the role of the banking sector in Uganda over the years. And particularly, let me thank Standard Chartered Bank. As you heard from the presentation, I think the oldest bank here in Uganda, over 100 years old. And as you heard, at one point it served as the central bank of this country in one way or the other. So we want to appreciate you and thank you for the excellent services that you continue to provide in this country, but also by extension, appreciate all the other banks for the service that you continue to render to all of us who live in this country. I had a fortunate moment of being born in a rural area. I came to town here in Kampala for education. I'm not a Kampala boy like some of you. I grew up in a deeply rural environment. So when I see us gathering here to launch a product like this, I reflect back and see how the banking sector has grown over the years. I recall in my earlier childhood, let me backbite my late mother. She's since gone, but I remember she used to keep her money in a clay pot. She would sell her produce, sell groundnuts, sell beans, sell matoke, and would keep the money in a pot, a clay pot. You can see. That's where she would put her money. I also know of many villagers who would keep their money in either calabashes or even cow horns. You know these Ankole cows have big horns. So when you get a horn, there is a way they remove the contents of the horn and then it becomes hollow. They would keep money there. Those were the 60s, 70s, early 80s, those days, because banking services had not penetrated in the rural countryside. So I am looking at this event here where we are talking of digital products, relating it with where money was being kept in the pots and the calabashes and the horns. I recall in my village, deep down there in Kanungu, 1987, when there was currency reform, there was a neighbor who was keeping money under the bed, and he was rich by village standards. But his house was leaking. So all along the rain was wetting the money where he was keeping it. So when the government gave an order that all of you must take the money to the bank and it will be cut by 30%, this man lost his money. He had what we would say equivalent of close to 10 million Uganda shillings of today, somebody in the village. So when he picked the money from under the bed, it was just wet and it was like mush. So we are speaking in an environment where we look back and say, Ugandans have come from that far. And of course, since then, a lot of water has flown under the bridge. The banking sector has expanded quantitatively and also qualitatively. The penetration is now much deeper. You find banks in rural areas. People are now more enlightened. They get their money and keep the money in the banks. So the situation has tremendously changed over the time. And of course, with the advances in technology, even me, I rarely go to banking halls because with my phone, I can do most of the transactions without walking into a bank hall. So that's why I want to appreciate the banking sector for the tremendous progress that you have registered over the years up to today. So I would like to appreciate Standard Chartered Bank, Uganda, for launching digital savings products that targets masses, especially given the current economic times, where saving to grow wealth is imperative in having a secure future. This innovation reflects the bank's commitment providing solutions that meet their customers' needs. So once again, congratulations and thank you, Standard Chartered Bank, for this innovation and for the product which we are about to officially launch. The proposition provides small ticket savings options from as low as 20,000 Uganda shillings is indeed a first on the market, and Ugandans should embrace this opportunity. SC Shilling Funds is a fully digital product, and this means that customers can save money in the comfort of their homes without having to go through the hassle of accessing a banking hall. I think what is very uplifting is that we are talking of saving as low as 20,000 Uganda shillings. There is a wrong attitude sometimes in the wider public that banks are for the rich. That is us who get good salaries who should put money in the banks. But Standard Chartered Bank is telling us, even at as low as 20,000, you can be part of this innovation, this saving. You do not have to be a government minister like me to save or to be part of this. The message is, even when you are a border rider, even when you are a woman who sells matoke in the Kasero market, even when you are a business person in Owino market, St. Bariku Dembe, even when you are somebody who pushes the wheelbarrow, you can be part of the Standard Chartered Bank family through this product. And therefore, we should appreciate this innovation and mobilize everybody to be part of this. Even when you don't put on neckties like most of us are putting on, you can still be part of this. That's the great message that we are sending out this evening, courtesy of Standard Chartered Bank. As a government, Uganda's national vision 2040 is to have a transformed Ugandan society from a peasant to a modern and prosperous country. That's our desire. That's where we would want to go as a country. But to do this, the government has indicated that we need to move our gross national savings from the current level of 14.5% to about 35% of GDP by 2040 by creating diverse savings opportunities. Standard Chartered Shilling Funds is the right product that will contribute immensely to the attainment of this objective. We would also like to pass on a message that we, as Ugandans and people who live in this country, we should embrace a saving culture. I think many of us earn and consume whatever we earn. And I think for us who have had the opportunity of reaching where we are, we need to pass on a message to the rest of Ugandans. However low they may be in terms of the income, that saving is extremely important. And that's a message Standard Chartered Bank is teaching us or giving us this evening. That even when you are a low income earner, it is important to save however little your earning is. There are those who think that is those who earn in millions that should save. No. Here the message is, even when you earn very little, even if you are selling banana leaves in a market, however little your income at the end of the day is, you can still save, and it is this saving that will contribute to the national wealth and the socio-economic transformation we dream of as a country. So thank you very much, Standard Chartered Bank, for teaching us once again that saving is very important in our lives. As a Ministry of ICT, we have a national information and communications technology strategy, which we developed in 2018. One of the areas for action in this strategy is to promote the development and availability of relevant, high-quality digital content, products, and services. We also seek to promote local innovation and entrepreneurship to drive the growth of vibrant and sustainable ICT industry. With the SC Shilling funds, Standard Chartered Bank is contributing to the delivery of this strategy, and I urge other institutions to emulate them. So basically what we are doing as a bank, you are implementing the strategy of this digital transformation agenda drawn by the government, and we want to thank you very much. Where we are as a world, we have to embrace technology. We cannot do away with technology. We speak of the fourth industrial revolution. That means we have had the first, the second, the third, and now we are on the fourth industrial revolution. Uganda, like most of the other African countries, missed out on these revolutions in terms of catching up with the rest. When you talk of the first industrial revolution, we are speaking of mass production, mechanized production. Then through the successive revolutions, we talk of radio frequency, we talk of say electricity. But as a member of parliament, I am still struggling to ensure that my communities get electricity, which should not be an issue in most of the other developed communities. Then in the third revolution, we had the introduction of computers and internet. And now we talk of new technologies in the fourth industrial revolution. So the question is, what do we need to do to catch up with the rest of the world in terms of being together as the revolution moves on? So we need to embrace technology, but it requires, as a country, that we must run. While the others walk, we must run to catch up with the rest of the world. So are we prepared to run? Aware that when you run, you must sweat. So Standard Chartered Bank is now part of this revolution. We are here talking of saving, but also talking of digitization of our services. And we want to say thank you very much. As a ministry responsible for ICT, we are ready to work with all of you so that Uganda does not lag behind. Because we notice that for every service we have to provide now, the technology has to be an integral part of that service. Whether it means improving healthcare, technology has to be at the center. Whether it means improving agriculture and productivity, technology has to be at the center. When we went into lockdown, courtesy of the COVID pandemic, I think that's when we realized the importance of internet, the importance of digital services. We were overwhelmed with the demands from Ugandans saying, you have closed our schools. Now, our children who are in towns are continuing to study through online and digital platforms. Those who are in the villages are looking after cows and goats. So now this digital divide within the country is creating a challenge. And now all of us woke up, even those who never appreciated the importance of ICT, now realized we needed to digitize, we needed to address issues of connectivity from corner to corner so that technology becomes part and parcel of our everyday life. And as a Ministry for ICT, we are committed to ensuring that we work with all of you to make sure that we have this digital services. In addition to the above strategic focus areas, we also understand and appreciate the importance of digitization of product and services to improve access and processes. And as a ministry, we are implementing this through e-government, and our goal is to achieve 100% delivery of government services electronically. I have made an argument to government. These days we talk of corruption and misuse of public resources. That one way we are going to address the challenge of corruption is to digitize services and the processes. One of the areas where corruption occurs in the government is procurement. And when the processes remain manual and analog, that's where corruption comes in. But now we are working very fast to digitize all the processes in the government, be it procurement, be it financial transactions, be it land registration and other transactions, so that we minimize human contact, and we go digital. Therefore, we appeal to you to support this agenda of digitizing processes so that as a country, we can be able to move faster in terms of transformation. So once again, I want to thank Standard Chartered Bank, the clients, for supporting the bank for the last 111 years here in Uganda. Let's give a big round of applause. And we thank you for having consistently served us as a bank in the last over 100 years here in the country. And I also want to thank the bank for playing a very crucial role in the digitization process. And also appreciate Sanlam that has partnered with Standard Chartered Bank in developing and providing this product which we are launching this evening. And I would like to urge all Ugandans, those of you who are here, and all those watching us and following this event, to log onto the SC mobile app, open an account as we have already been taken through, and start on your journey to make savings using the SC Shillings funds. Now the hour has come. The hour has come for us to launch. I do not know how the organizers have arranged to do the real launching. If it was a political event like in my constituency, I would have my style, but but this is not, so I need to be advised on whether I ask everybody to dance or are we at the launching time now?
Honorable, we shall dance after, but I'd like to call upon certain individuals to join you on stage.
Yes.
I'd like to ask Keith, I'd like to ask the members of the board, I'd like to ask the CEO. Moses, kindly make Paul, please join.
Yes.
Lydia.
Otherwise, I thank you very much for gracing the occasion. Thank you for responding to the invitation by Standard Chartered Bank. Now I want you to leave whatever you were concentrating on and concentrate on the launch of the SC Shilling funds this evening. This is the moment now.
Don't sleep, wake up. Collect your money. Wake up. Collect your money. Wake up.
The digital revolution is not just about technology. It's about how technology can enable new ways of doing business. In January 2019, Standard Chartered Bank Uganda started on its digital journey and launched the first digital bank in Uganda on the Standard Chartered mobile app. This journey was a milestone in bringing convenience to our customers and accessing them our banking services in the palm of their hands. In our journey to extend the digital experience to our business partners, we launched the Straight to the Bank Next Gen platform that offered improved efficiency and turnaround time for business transactions. However, even while on this digital journey, our customers' needs to save and grow wealth in a convenient way became a priority that we couldn't ignore. Let's listen to what they had to say.
We guy, borders are convenient. But man, when it rains, I suffer. When it shines, I suffer. Man, I need some wheels. But saving is hard.
I'm young and adventurous. I love to party and to have a good time. But with all these concerts, Simani, Ellen Skin, Boys to Men, man, how am I going to save to get the mark?
I earn a salary every month, but I spend all of it renting an apartment. I seriously need to start saving up to at least buy a 50 by 100 in Chanja.
Variety and choice is what I offer to my customers. So I constantly need to stock up my shop. But when the back to school season starts, it's when I remember that I have 3 kids who need school fees. I really need to start saving some money.
We have listened to you, our dear clients, and are very excited to launch our SC Shilingi funds, a first of its kind in the market that is purely digital.
Affordable, you can get started on your investment journey for as low as 20,000 shillings.
With daily competitive interest rates.
And convenience in the palm of your hands on the SC mobile app.
And now we introduce to you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 SC Shilingi Funds.
You gonna my one side. You make me give number. Me no be look and pass. She give me eye contact. Oh baby, just come on. Oh baby, just give me this your love. Me I go show you love as long as you know with me, Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to SC Shilingi Funds.
Baby, turn around, make her come on top. Feel like I take it by now. Like a boss guy.
All right, everybody smile for the camera. This is going to be on the front of the New York Times. Amazing. Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much to our guest of honor. Thank you so much to Keith Kalejira. Big round of applause to the board and to all of our partners. Please take your seats.
Like a boss guy, to me love, Amaya. Put all the love for trust.
Sign up, shady funny. Sign up, put it out, take on a make. Everybody needs some money. Katikankula get to make money. Simple, got the digital, got the digital, got the digital.
Bring the champagne, it's like Oscar. Bring the champagne, it's like Oscar.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto the stage a talented group of young individuals. Please welcome the Ghetto Kids.
Shut. DJ, 1, 2, 3. DJ, pull it down. Let's go. You guys ready in the building? All right. Let's go, DJ.
We are the Triplets Ghetto Kids, making lives better through dance. Our hope is in you. Showtime!
Yep. Sure. Shakib. Shakib. Hey.
Sawa ya muziki.
Let's go.
Ghetto Kids, Africa.
Sure. Show. 1, 2. Okay. Put it down. Are you guys enjoying? Can I hear some noise? Let's go, people. Right. Show. Hey. Chua mas. Hey. Show. Hey. Hey. One, let's go. Hey. Maria. Wanna leave it? One, let's go. Show. Show. Hey. Ricky over from Kasese. Ricky. Hey. Ricky. Sonia, you're not your Ricky. Someone's for Ricky. Hey. Ricky. Hey. Come on. Hey. Ricky. Hey. Can I hear some noise for Ricky? Thank you. Let's go. Show. Hey. Maria. Let's show. Yeah. Show. Come on, get out, madam. Come on. Hey. Hold on, say. Hey. Can I hear someone for Saturday Chartered? Thank you. Come on. Hey. hey, hey, ah, hey. Press it up. Hey, 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 hey. Ah, 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 ah. Hey, hey, ah, ah. Eh, eh. Ladies in the building. Let's go. Show, show. Combination. Ah, ah, ah. Cha, cha, cha. Eh, 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 eh. Ah, yeah. Sure. Yeah. Some noise in the building. Thank you. Eh, eh, Cha, cha. Let's go. Sabula. Hey. Order say. Show. Corner. Corner. Cha, 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 cha. Acha. Are you guys still enjoying? Let's go. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Come on, Josephine. Show. One too much pitch. One too much pitch. Put it down. 1, 2, 3. Put it down. Right. No more pitch, Ronnie. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Ghetto kids.
Let's go.
Africa.
Show. Hey. Show. Show. Katongole. Money, let's go. Katongole. Show. Wanji. Show. Hello. Canada's. Let's go. Cool. Can I hear some noise in the building? Thank you. Hey, show. Katongole. Come. Go on, let's go. Josephine. Josephine. Show. Let's go. Show. Wanji. Corner. Show. Cause. Can I hear some noise? Thank you. Let's go. Show. Mario. Let's go. Show. Akram. Let's go. Show. Dakore. Let us try the mark. Try the marker. yeah. Okay. Ronnie, what's up? Let's go. Eh, Picture. Photo. Let's go. So, picture, photo, show, Standard Chartered, Wanji. That's my. Put it down. Thank you so much. We are the Greek.
You guys, let's give it up for the ghetto kids! But guys, first come back. Ghetto kids, first come back. First come back. All of you come back. I'll come back. Hey, you can't let superstars, global superstars, just walk away like that. You guys, let's give a huge round of applause to the ghetto kids! In fact, let me first sit here. You guys come and sit around me, take a picture for my kids. You come and sit here and chill with me also. Muje, Muchiringe. You guys, you're going to see this picture in 30 years, but they will tell you that you are sitting with a superstar also. Okay, now this is my picture, but I don't think I'm the right person who should be sitting here. I'd like to call Mr. Sanjay. Sanjay, call the minister together with Keith. Moses, you should also be in that picture. Huh? Please, Honorable, you say you like dancing. So these are the right people to teach you dance moves also, Honorable. Yeah, just said, you see, this shows that we are, that's the picture. No, that's the picture. Yeah, it looks good. It looks natural. Looks natural. Even Auntie is there. Perfect. Wonderful. You can't miss that picture. That is the killer picture. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to the Ghetto Kids. Live at the Standard Chartered SC Shilingi Funds launch. Now that is a powerful picture. Amazing. Amazing. Let's give a round of applause to the Ghetto Kids as they take off. Thank you so much. All right. All right. It's at this moment that I'd like to ask Professor Engineer Dorothy Okello, Board Director at Standard Chartered Bank, to stay on stage and to just give us just a few words of inspiration. I'm going to hand over the microphone to you. You have a speech? Yes. I think we can put back the podium. That would be nice. Awesome. Awesome. Let's give a big round of applause to the Ghetto Kids as they walk out.
Good evening, everyone. Now, let me first start with something that's not in my speech. I love my job. I love my life. I mean, Ghetto Kids, you know. I'm sure my kids at home are saying, Mommy, you've beaten us on the coolness factor on this one. And I'll agree with them. All right, now let me get to the formal part of what I'm supposed to do. The Minister of ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, CEO of Capital Markets Authority, Mr. Keith Kalyagira. We were expecting the Bank of Uganda representation. I'll greet you too. Our esteemed clients, fellow members of the board, our partners, Sanlam and Bamboo, members of the press, fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol duly observed. Good evening again. Still quite excited about the Ghetto Kids, but I have to now be serious and calm. This is serious business, money. Let me start by thanking you all for honoring our invitation this evening to witness the launch of a first of its kind SC Shilingi Funds product. In a special way, allow me to thank the chief guest, Honorable Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, for honoring us with your presence. We don't take it for granted, even if the bank is contributing to the digital transformation of the country, which is your portfolio. I'd also like to thank our partners, Capital Markets Authority, Sanlam, and Bamboo, for making it possible for us to launch this product. We know that you all tirelessly worked with our team to ensure that we could bring this proposition to our customers. As all the speakers before me have stated, the SCB Shilingi Funds is a great product that all consumers need to take up and enjoy the rewards to preparing for the future. This product is for everyone to enjoy, so all you have to do is to download the SC mobile app and participate in this digital journey. And I do want to thank the team that ably demonstrated how easy it is for actually one to get on board. My role here is the singular honor to close this event. So even after 111 years, Standard Chartered will remain committed to bringing innovation to the financial sector and innovation to the product suite that we offer our clients. We have been, are, and will continue to lead in using digital to simplify business transactions and access for customers to carry out transactions conveniently. Once again, thank you all for coming and have a great rest of the evening. I hope there's also some more dancing to follow. That was not part of the speech, that was just my part. Thank you all and have a nice evening. Thank you.
Sign up, Shilingi Fundy. Sign up, Mpulira tekono mekayo. Everybody needs some money. Katika nkulage how to make money. Simple ngate digit Shilingi Fundy. From just 20K, invest your money now, Bimbo. Cash out whenever you want your money. It's your deal, just go. Sign up. Sign up, Shilingi Fundy. Sign up, sign up, Shilingi Fundy.
Whatever your dream is, it could be yours. Just sign up for SC Shilingi from Standard Chartered Bank. Invest as low as 20,000 Uganda shillings and watch your money grow. Download the SC mobile app and start on your investment journey. Terms and conditions apply. For more information, please visit www.sc.com/UG or call us on 0200 52 44 100. Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. Standard Chartered Bank Uganda Limited is regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda up to 10 million.
Yeah, it's done.
Umutima gumusaba ngagambaga ashabata ashanana ashanana ashabata shabate shabate ashabata ashanana unirira ashabata shabate shabate ashabada oh baby shabata ashabada ashanana ashanana ashabada oh baby shabata ashabada ashanana ashanana somebody tell me why you're falling for me chagala to recall it from head to toe daga kumukwana ngakuzabutu hey funa masuja obula funa masuja baby yangu wanginda obula ntwala masuja bangitagen yapi bangitagen bangitagen yapi bangitagen bangitagen yapi bangitagen Bangita Kenya people.
Shabada,
Oshanana, Oshanana,
Shabada,
Shabate, Shabate,
Shabada,
Oshanana, Unidida,
Shabada,
Shabate, Shabate, Shabada,
oh baby, Shabada,
Shabada,
Shalana, Shalana,
Shabada,
oh baby, Shabada,
Shabada.
She got a man and she wanna get down. Wanna party till the sun goes down tonight. And me, I got a girl and I don't really mind. Me, I just want to grab your waistline tonight. Oh, girl, yeah, the way you wind your body for me, they make me want to fuck you, mommy. Oh, my little wine, you wine. The way you wind your body for me, yeah, they make me want to dash you cocky. Oh, my little wine, you wine. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I just want some little fun, little flex, little wine, little something tonight. Oh, na na na. I just want some little.
I'm suggesting